There's a whole lot of people here. What?
Whoa.
There we go. We're in order. He is happy. Anyway, welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where the tea is piping hot and we are always ready to spill. I'm Logan Murphy, just a gay, and the cup today is a can of LaCroix because I'm basic. But even my favorite flavor of anything ever, cherry lime. So I'm very happy.
Hi, I'm Esme. I'm drinking ice water today because it's hotter than a sheet level out. And Logan already knows what my intro is, but I'm young, tight, and ready to fight.
Alrighty. I am Brandon. I am drinking water because hydration is important, but also I'm recovering from drag brunch that I was earlier today. Too many mimosas, but better than last time at least.
I'm Billy. I haven't recovered from Esme's quote yet, but I'm drinking water from my lovely Chicago Broadway cup.
And I am Audrey, who cried more times than I can count for episode 1 of All Stars 7, and I'm so excited to jump in to dissect this episode.
Yes. All stars, all winners. It's here. It's happening. And this episode was a great start. I'm really not mad. And I didn't think I would be. But I'm...
I don't think I've been this excited for like a season of Drag Race in forever because, like, look at the material. I mean...
So perfect.
We got 7 amazing queens returning for another crown. You know...
There we go.
And a talk.
And a talk.
And a talk.
Not bad.
Beautiful gowns. Love the gowns.
I mean, are their gowns beautiful? Because we'll talk about it.
Well, we'll talk about their gowns, please.
Yeah. I'm so happy I'm here for this one.
It's an adventure.
I will not ever say a nice thing about her, probably.
I'm with you. I'm honestly with you.
I think all 5 of us are in agreement.
Yeah.
Like, for me, at least, I treat them as a character on this television show. And so I will judge how they do as a character on this television show. But I don't want to at all acknowledge them as a human because they don't deserve to be acknowledged as a human.
Well, I'm a little bit more petty, so I can't say this name.
It's not like a shitty pie situation where like I'm gonna
I do not want to compare. I will say, do not want to compare this person at all to I do not want to compare Trinity at all to shitty pie. They've done Trinity's done horrible shit, but not to the level of what Miss has done. So that's all I'm gonna say. We can dislike people, but we can dislike people for doing things that aren't as bad as what Sherry Pie has done.
Yes.
That's all.
At least we're all in agreement on that. That makes me happy.
At least there's a person that's like, sorry, I love Trinity. She's my favorite.
Could you imagine?
I know people like that.
I think for one podcast we should get a Trinity stan on here.
Just to see what happens.
Absolutely not.
Well,
that would just be bad.
That would be so fun. No. Sign me up for that week.
Yeah. I feel like I genuinely feel like every week we do this, it's gonna be like a full house. Like,
yeah,
and rightly so, because like this is what I wanted when I started when we started doing this, and I wanted to start doing drag reviews. I wanted like so many opinions all at once. So I'm really, really happy that like it seems like we're gonna get a lot of people on for a lot of All Stars 7, which I'm very excited about. Still mad it's not called Superstars, but whatever.
Or Winners at War or something.
Yeah.
We'll talk
We're
about
just all winners
on episode 3, apparently.
Out of context.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I
Actually,
mean,
just finished playing that prior to this, and won as Daisy, obviously.
yeah.
The number of tweets I've seen for what this season is, I'm just like, I just need to pull that because I'm just like, that's what everyone is saying. I'm just like,
yeah,
you are right.
So I honestly, going right into that, I think the best place, I have entrance looks and we'll talk about the entrance looks a little bit. I kind of want to talk about the format because, you know, as someone who subscribes to the spoilers, I've known about this format for a while and I have not been able to say anything to this group. Brandon Wu.
I am sorry.
I mean, me and Logan talked about the
Brandon Wu. No, I'm kidding.
Me and Logan definitely talked about the format because we're both, I think especially because like I like to podcast. I think I like to know what to expect a little bit, so like I can be like, well, here's some rigor that like I saw going into the episode because like whatnot. I think
there's a reason going into these first two episodes, I was really pushing for a lot of people in our drag chat to be on these episodes because I knew they were going to be good.
Yeah.
But yes, so instead of eliminations, we're getting no eliminations. Woo! So the top 2 queens of every week will be receiving a legendary legend star.
A legendary legend star. Drink every time she says legendary legend star.
I'm like, why does it have
or
to
just
be
legend
so complex?
Why can't it just be you got a legend star, a legendary legend star?
And I will only be saying it as legendary legend star.
A legendary legend repeater badge. A legendary legend repeater badge star.
Quite literally. I'm like,
literally.
Y'all...
I know that the Vivian's heart dropped when they realized that they were playing for badges again.
Can we talk for just a hot second about how if the Vivian does not win the season, first of all, second, does not win any mini challenges, and third, does not win any lip syncs, that means she will be competing on a second season for no money.
Just nothing.
I'm just like, please. If and when, I'm going to say when, because I think the Vivian will end up in the top 2 at some point this season.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like whoever is up against Viv in that lip sync, please throw it so Viv can get some money from Drag Race.
Honestly.
Please. Like, that's all I'm asking for. Because, Lord, she deserves some money. And obviously, like, Drag Race queens in the UK are basically treated as, like, A-list celebrities. So, like, they already, because
so coming off the show, they get, like, but it's very different to compete on that show and just come away with like a pin.
Yeah. So the top 2 will receive a legendary legend star. They will lip sync for their legacy for a $10,000 tip and the ability to block someone from receiving a legendary legend star.
With a fucking golden plunger, which I was like, what does this have to do with anything?
I hate the plunger so fucking much. I literally hate it.
I was like, is this where the budget went this season?
Yeah, I was like, they couldn't do anything better than that?
I'm like, which lowly PA had to rhinestone a plunger? Like, I'm sorry.
It was actually RuPaul stoning a plunger in the room at night.
No, it was Michelle Visage. We made Michelle do it.
He was like, what do we held her at gunpoint was like, if you don't do this, I'm replacing you with Merle.
God. Not Merle. But what do we think of the format going in?
I love it. Obsessed.
I love it because it's like at this point it's like you don't really want to see any of these winners go home first.
No.
Like where it like that's all I'm gonna say. I'm like really
because I had heard rumblings about the twist, and so I didn't want to confirm myself either one way or the other. And then as I was scrolling, because I couldn't watch until after work, and I saw Bob. I thought I saw Bob tweet something like "I love Monet," and I was like, Monet went home. My life is over. Like, this is horrible. Like, what am I like? I literally started to spiral. And so then when I got home to just like confirm like that that the twist was that no one went home, I was like, thank God.
Because then the rest of the episode you can take a big sigh because then the rest of the episode you can be like, okay, well at least Monet's not going home.
Literally, I would have been so upset.
No, because these are guaranteed to be in 11 at least of the 12 episodes. I don't know if they're going to be in all 12, but I know at least 11 of the 12 episodes.
I think we should wait. Can we go around and talk about like our one, like say like our favorite winner that they don't even have to be on this season?
Sure, Esme, start.
Well, I think my favorite winners have to. It's a tie between Bob and Monet. I love them both so much. Anyway, I'll pass to Audrey.
Oh God, I think. See, this is a complex question because my first love winner was Alaska, but Bob and Monet, I spend a lot of not time with them, but like I'm a patron of their podcast. Like I follow literally everything that they do. But then Shea Coulee is also just perfect.
Yeah.
So it's like there's truly no way to actually pick. But I would say if I had to do a top 4, it's Alaska, Bob, Monet, Shea. Easily.
Now, how would that lip sync for the crown go down?
God, could you imagine? It would be
they
so
would rig it so
crazy.
Bob and Monet lip sync.
Honestly.
Yeah, and I would honestly be fine with them lip sync for the crown at the final like the last two.
Yeah. Billy, what about you?
I'm just like a really big Trinity stan. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to see your faces. No, I mean, I'm obsessed with Bianca. Like, I can't not love Bianca. If we're going outside of like US, this might be a hot take, but I am like so obsessed with Priyanka.
Oh
I can't handle.
yeah, totally.
So many people hate Priyanka so much, but I'm obsessed.
How?
And she's responded to my DMs like 3 times, so we're basically besties. Like we're basically
Okay.
friends.
Oh, I love Priyanka.
Yeah, so Bianca and Priyanka, I'm like Dr. Seuss rhyming, but yeah,
We love the rhymes.
Love that.
those are my
Again.
2.
So if any of us go on Drag Race, we have to end our name in an Anka so that we.
Right. If you're not an
Basically.
Anka, I'm bored. That's that.
Yeah, for me, like it's always been Bianca for me because that season 6 was my very first season, so it always had the soft spot for me. And then, as I watched on, it became Bob for me too. So Bianca and Bob, the bees.
Sadly, was
Like my name.
My first season. Sadly, their winner isn't a great person.
Oh no.
It was.
I was gonna say if we're going off of my first season, it'd be Chad Michaels, but that's not love Chad, but I think domestically there's a lot of winners that I love out of the US. Obviously, for me, the one that I've connected the most to is Sasha. Sasha was like the first queen that I remember like actively like hardcore rooting for on her season. And was genuinely shocked when she won because of, the rose petals of it all. And the fact that, maybe 2 of the winners on this season of All Winners maybe should have won season 9. Who knows? Anyway, if we go internationally, I cannot deny that one of my favorite winners is Lawrence Jenny. I love Lawrence. I also love Bimini, and I would have been fine either way with them winning.
I'm literally upset. I cried when Bimini lost. I'm not gonna lie. I was just sobbing on my couch. I wasn't well. I love Lawrence, but when Bimini lost, I was not well. I'm not well. I'm not over it.
I'm gonna throw a third in there just for the non-English speaking franchises because I do watch all of them. Angela Anong from Drag Race Thailand season 2 is one of the best drag queens that has ever been on any franchise of Drag Race. And if you haven't watched Thailand, please take the time to do it. It's coming back at some point late this year or early next year. And I'm very excited for another season of Drag Race Thailand because it is
that was the first non-US Drag Race series too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I feel like because it came out so much earlier than the rest, because I feel like the rest all came out like around the same time.
Yeah.
That it doesn't get the same recognition because of how early it came out.
I agree completely. And it's wildly different. The format is not even close to the same, but both seasons are phenomenal. I think season 2 is on Wow Presents Plus. I don't think season 1 is, which is unfortunate, but I love Angela. And the first trans winner of Drag Race as well. So
love that.
She's fabulous. But
and are we surprised that the first trans winner of Drag Race wasn't crowned by RuPaul?
Literally, Thailand was like, oh, you haven't crowned a big girl winner? Season 1. Oh, you haven't crowned a trans winner? Season 2. I'm like, are we gonna get a bearded Thai queen winning season 3? I hope so.
I would see that. I would see
I
that.
hope so.
That'd be so cool.
The bearded queen representation internationally has not been great.
I mean, it's better than the U.S.
True. There's only been 3.
because they actually have bearded queens on outside shows and the ones that aren't U.S. Like,
Cast Lucy Stool on Drag Race.
I was just about to say Lucy Stool would do so incredible.
Obsessed with Lucy
or, you know,
Stool.
like Naisha. I always fucking say Naisha. It's not Naisha.
Bitches.
I always say Naisha Lopez because I think when I think went to season 8 when I mean Layla McQueen. Because like Layla McQueen is also like more of a is like a bearded queen now. Like cast them again. Mm-hmm.
Layla's got HBO money. They don't need Layla. Layla doesn't need them. They have HBO money.
Yeah.
Should we talk about this group of winners that we have?
Oh, wait, should we talk about the episode?
We can talk about the episode. That's fine, maybe.
We should talk more about the episode than just a legendary legend star.
Legendary legend
Hey,
star.
tangents are real, so.
Oh my god,
Great,
for real.
yeah.
You put
All right,
5 games in a room, and what's going to happen? They're not going to stay on theme.
Let's dive into entrance looks.
Oh,
Starting with
so
design.
good. Just literally perfect.
I loved this. I will say it reminded me a lot of Brooklyn Heights look from the Orange Ball.
I see that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like, because it's a jumpsuit. Like, I think it's just because it's like the orange jumpsuit. I was like, I still think I do think this is better than what Brooklyn wore, but I instantly thought like this is something I felt like I've seen before. I like it more than what I saw before. It's still a 2. I think it would just like was like, oh, this is something I feel like I've seen before. Which
Shea's
isn't
eye makeup was just so cool too. It was like green, right? Am I remembering that correctly? It was like green with like red.
Green and blue, I believe, like a greenish blue. Yeah.
Shea's makeup is always fucking on point.
Yeah,
perfect.
for sure. I don't love the look.
Okay. Wow. Here we go.
I don't know. I just feel like Shea is just like better than that. I don't know. That's how I feel.
I like because I agree. Like I feel like I look back to her All Stars 5 look, and I feel like I love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I think
incredible.
she could have done a lot more. But I mean, it's solid. It's just not like her bar is so much higher than many others, in my opinion.
I mean, I like kind of the easy look. Again, it's a jumpsuit, which I'm a sucker for, unfortunately. So
and like also now, like you know that they're not really putting those queens through those like terrible fucking photo shoots, like dunking them in a tank of water.
I wanted a dunk tank mini challenge episode 1. I wanted it. They're winners. They should expect anything. Honestly,
Could you imagine if they put them back to it? Raja would have been the only one that like Raja and Jinx would have been the only ones who really experienced shit like that.
Literally. I like this look. She looks great, so I like it. I prefer her All Stars 5 entrance look.
Yes.
But I prefer this to her season 9 entrance look. So that's where I'm at. It's a 2. She looks great.
2.
Yeah, 2 for sure.
The essence of Hall. Hall.
She's back.
I just love Jada so
Me
much.
too.
Me too.
Same.
Like I'm obsessed.
She's one of my favorite winners on this season, for sure.
Yeah, I'm
Hands
like
down.
I'm rooting
Yeah,
for her.
she was the first queen I was excited for to see on the cast.
Yeah. And she was one that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, and I'm not really sure why.
That surprises me so much, Logan, because you've said this before, and Jada was just the moment that Jada walked out on the little. It was like they were in like a warehouse moment. I was like, okay, winner pick right away. Jada called. This is the moment. Like right
she was
away,
my winner
I was
pick from the
captivated.
beginning too.
Oh yeah, fully
And
so cool.
I definitely think like she was one of my favorites on season 12. She obviously deserved to win. But looking at an all winners cast, I was kind of surprised to see her and Shea come back so soon. I think that's more so where my mind went. It's like they were literally like between the time they won, or between the time Jada won and the time Jada entered the workroom for All Star 7 was under 2 years.
But I think Jada's a whole different scenario. I was hoping that she was going to be on this because I mean, if anyone needs another go around the world, it's Jada to have that taken away from her that first time. So I was so relieved she was
was like take it, and then she yeah.
She's our pandemic princess.
Yes,
yes. And the fact that I did not know until they talked about it that Shea and Jada actually knew each other before.
Yeah.
I kind of figured because of how much we know about like the Chicago-Milwaukee connection. Like I instantly think of Trixie and Kim.
Yeah.
As like they openly talked about how like they used to do that. James Mansfield has talked a lot about that as well. And I just listed all 3 Milwaukee queens that have been on Drag Race. But like,
yes,
2 winners and James Mansfield, who I love, by the way. Love James Mansfield. Yeah, this look is like Shea's, but red and silver. I think she looks fine.
She looks fine. It's a 2. It's a soft 2. It's not.
Yeah, soft 2.
Yeah,
I'll full toot it. You know what? I'm gonna full toot it. I full tooted Jada, or I full tooted Shea. I'm gonna full toot Jada. I think she looks great. This color looks amazing on her. The silver and the red.
Yeah, I love the color. I love the color palette.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Work, Jada. Yvonne Oddly.
Woo!
Woo! I will say, this was a 2 until her hair went flaccid.
It's still a 2. I like it.
Yeah. Evie was my first winner. Evie was my first live winner, season 11. And so holds that special place in my heart. And so I just Evie can do no wrong for me. Literally none.
I honestly I love it. And like the hair, like how it kept changing. It was just like she's just a troll doll just trying to live her best life. Like let her live.
I really like the look. I just was like, not the hair, or just that. I think that was the one thing that threw me off. Was like, when it was in movement, it's like this is a winter season. You should like,
just like it's saying, like it's like waving.
Yeah,
it's like Jada said, elevator hair. It's up and it's down. It's up and it's down.
Yeah,
I just love that Evie come into this and just like I'm just gonna be an agent of chaos the whole time. I just love that.
I mean, also Evie in the confessional, hot as fuck. Hot as fuck in the confessional. I was like,
and in the confessional, she did say, "I'm not gluing down any of my hair," and she didn't. So she's on theme herself.
Yeah, and like honestly, every single person's confessionals, their skin. I need whatever lighting they have. I need whatever product they use.
So
I'll get Botox tomorrow if that's what I'm gonna look
honey,
like.
every single
they
person
look
on
amazing.
that cast has gotten work done. Clearly.
They look amazing. And Evie, trade. Honestly, the trade of the season.
Hot.
Evie and Jada trade. Fact.
Yeah.
Logan, don't give me that look. That is factual information.
No, I'm thinking about who mine would be. I do agree with you. I think mine is actually Monet.
Same.
Okay.
I think Monet's really hot.
Monet is very good looking. But I'm more Evie and Jada are the 2 for the trade for the season for me.
Sure. But yes, 2 for Evie. She looks lovely.
Yes.
Boot.
Yep. Boot.
Boot's the house down. Boot.
She looks like the feather duster from Beauty and the Beast to a funeral.
That's what Bob said on the pit stop. Plumette.
Goth plumette, and I agree.
I just feel like the yellow undergarment situation is very like I'm at the Pride Parade, I'm on a float, and like it doesn't vibe well with the outer garment. That's how I feel.
It feels like 3 different outfits.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bottom feels like a thing. Yeah.
It feels like this is supposed to be like a 3 or a 2-part reveal where you take off the feather and then you reveal to this like Tron bodysuit, which I think would be like cute or whatever. And then like with the zipper half down, you literally just unzip it and then it's just like breastplate. Like
it's just like a song thing.
Yeah.
Situation. And you know what? Like, if she had done that in the workroom, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
I would have been cool.
But would she have taken the duct tape off her elbows? Yes or no? That's my question.
No.
Because that's duct tape, honey.
She would have had little elbow pads, just duct tape.
Yeah.
We move.
I have nothing to say.
I think we all sat down.
Monet.
Oh, so perfect.
2.
I love. Except the only thing I can think of is that one of her money things didn't work. I don't know if anyone else noticed.
Yeah, one of the money guns didn't work.
One of the money guns.
It worked as she was walking towards the queens, though.
Yeah, but the whole time I'm like, please don't let anyone notice. I hope everyone just thinks it's so cool because I love Monet so
the money
much.
guns have not been good for the queens. That's all I'll say.
No.
Yeah, the kiss of death.
No more money guns.
I don't love this look.
You don't?
No,
Wow.
I love the boots. I love the boots.
Yeah.
So
I love the boots. I love the pocket. Like the
I just
short,
don't love the top part.
Her ass always looks great.
Well, yeah, her ass. She could wear whatever, and it looks amazing. But I don't know. It's giving me like tissues on her. I don't know.
The only thing I would take off is the shoulder ruffles. I like the sleeve ruffles. I think the only thing I would remove is just the shoulder ruffles. But beyond that, it's not enough to make it.
She looks so good.
I definitely hate the shoulder ruffles. Like it's giving me like I need tissues immediately for.
I mean, she's COVID ready.
So,
she can
yeah.
She's definitely prepared for like pandemic life, but I don't. Yeah, I love the boots though. Like need them in my life. Would wear them tomorrow to work.
She looks so good. I love it. She can do no wrong.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm neutral on this. I agree with the shoulder ruffle. I love the hair. Something about the jean booty short annoys me, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. I don't know. It's a soft 2 for me. I think she looks great, but
yeah,
it's just not
all I can say is she looks great. Don't really can say much about this.
Yeah.
So, but love the plaid. I love the plaid.
This is the best look she's ever walked into the workroom on Drag Race in.
That is so fair.
I can definitively say that.
I will be right back. I need to full screen again. It will kick me out for a split second.
Okay, sis, no worry.
I'm gonna say boot just because I love the boots.
Okay.
That's it.
Line?
Jinxie. It's Jinxie.
Yeah.
Line?
Literally line.
Right. Honestly, that entrance line is up there with "I'm Black."
Yeah, so good. All of theirs I thought were so good.
Yeah.
Whose was? I'm trying to think. No, Shea Coulee's was really good. Was I wasn't aware I needed an introduction. I was like, slay! That's so legit. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's not letting me full screen, so I'm just gonna adjust. So I'm like, in the right area. This is frustrating. There we go.
Everything
a lot smaller.
Difficulties. This is not getting edited out.
Fuck you, Logan. Anyways, I'm gonna say this is fine.
This is fine.
Yeah, I like it.
She said it's harkening back to her season 5 entrance look, which I do love. What did we come up with the last time that we did this together? An oot? Was that it?
It was an oot, yeah.
Yeah, this is an oot for me.
Yeah, it's very like I'm about to make breakfast for my husband and bring it to him in bed, which I'm okay with. Like if I'm the husband, like make it for me. Yeah, like I'd love that. But yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a soft 2.
Yeah, that's good. We move.
Her control top pantyhose, I can't get over. Like I can't get over that. Did somebody call Thor an icon?
Literal perfection. This is my shoot of the week, I think. This one was so good.
Yes.
Shoot of the week. So good. Truly nothing else I could say. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I just want to take that middle thing out so much.
Okay.
Me too.
That middle piece is just too much for me. The rest, great. That middle piece, take it out and see where it's underneath. And
yeah.
Like, I just don't love that middle part, but everything else, lovely.
Yeah. I agree.
It like takes away from her shape. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the only issue, I completely agree with you, Billy, is that it just didn't give her the shape that I wanted her to have and the shape that I know.
Exactly.
But I love that she has fully embraced her gray hair.
So cool.
We'll talk when we get to the Snatch Game episode coming out shortly after this one, probably.
She also looks great. Like all of them look great in their own time.
Yeah, they all. Yeah,
so good. I'm so excited to see what Raja's gonna do. Like, so excited.
I love her.
Same. I just hope she just turns it the fuck out. Like she needs to.
I agree. The Vivienne from the UK. This is great.
This is
really
fierce.
Good. Really solid.
Mm-hmm.
I love the hair.
It's giving Anubis, Drag Race UK with the like her first look. And everybody knows what I'm talking about because she only lasted one episode. But yeah, no, I love the color. Viv rarely looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
This is fine. It's for me.
It's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite. I think this is on the lower end for me. Just be like out of all the entrance looks, just because I feel like it's a little simple compared to what some of the other queens are wearing.
I'm with that for sure.
I can see that.
Love the hair though. Won't say a bad thing about the hair.
But how she's posing.
I'm like obsessed with the pants for some reason. I'm just like, wow. She just looks amazing. The pants is just.
I love a dress slack.
Yeah, I was like, because usually I don't, but this really won me over. I was like, okay, pants, come on.
Yeah, I'm
just obsessed.
No, I was gonna say for me because like how she's posing in this picture specifically, like she's serving this look. Like that's why I love this so much.
I think that's what's like bringing it for me is that she's owning it.
Mm-hmm. Very that.
Yeah, it's giving very. I literally just stepped off the runway, modeling this garment for a designer, and then walked into the workroom of Drag Race. And I love that. So, but I mean, that's entrance looks done. Who was everybody's favorite entrance look?
Raja.
Not gonna say Raja. I don't really have a standout. Like I felt kind of like
I would say the same thing, to be honest.
Like it was very like I want more. Like give me more. I don't know. Like I guess maybe I'm just looking at it from a lens of like we know what everyone in this group can do, and I just think the bar is so high that like literally every single person walks in. I was like, okay, it's nice. That's okay. That's you know what I mean? Like it's very like fine, good, cool, but not like gag me kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt.
Same wavelength as Billy. I feel like I liked them all. I feel like there wasn't fully a standout for me.
I'm on a very similar wavelength. I think if I'm gonna pick someone. I think if I'm gonna pick someone, I'm gonna pick Shea. I think Shea looked like Shea always does. And I think that the color stood out to me. The way she styled it stood out to me. So I'm gonna go with Shea.
I'll jump on board with this as well.
And
so we got 2 for Raja, 2 for Shea, and 1 for no one.
I'm just gonna stay in the neutral pathway for this.
Well, I was gonna say, Billy, are you gonna vote for our 9th queen that walks into the workroom?
Oh, my mommy Raven.
I believed it. I was like, has to be at first I was like this has to be a joke, but then I was like it's not a joke. I was fully about to go full Karen because I was like this isn't a thing. Like Raven did not win, and so whenever they like were playing into it that Raven
can I say what I thought they were gonna do?
Let's hear
I thought they were gonna be like, well, because I thought they were gonna, well, because the winner from season 2 doesn't associate herself with drag anymore, the crown goes down to the runner up.
I thought that as well. Or I thought that they were going to introduce her as like a steady judge. Like she's actually going to be like on the panel.
You know,
for many episodes. Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
I don't love Raven, because of things that have happened in recent years.
Yes.
Raven in dark mode, if you will. But I cannot take credit for that joke. That's Alexis P. Bevels.
Yes. IMHO.
We love Alexis. But yeah, I don't love Raven. I knew the spoilers about this season and was still convinced that they were going to just let Raven join the competition.
Same. I want to mention one thing about her outfit. She looked like that one character from All Real Monsters, like the
Oblina. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love Oblina.
I'm glad you guys knew what I was talking about. I was like, she looked. That was my first thought when she wore it. I was like, interesting.
Well, and it's like they were making it such a gag. When you get the shot of her, when she turns towards the queens and you see the shot, you can see her lips, and obviously it's Raven.
Yeah, those lips. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I actually was not convinced. So
okay.
Because if I'll be honest, because I was just like, they would not do this. Like, yes. And here's the thing, though: who's gonna do Ru's makeup? That's the gag.
True.
That's the gag.
Yeah, that's fair.
I had something in my brain. I lost it. Fuck.
No.
I was gonna just be so upset because I was like, you guys could have given this to Alaska. You could have given it to I was fully going through the
I was gonna be so upset
emotion range.
If they had brought her back and they never even called Bob about it, because
could you imagine?
Never called Bob about this.
Yeah.
They never even reached out to Bob for winners for this season. Yeah. So
I think it's because they wanted Bob to the pit stop. Honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna be so pissed if it was like, and she's back, and we didn't even reach out to one of our winners.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about Raven anymore, so let's move on. She doesn't need any more screen time than she already has. So this is where we find out the format of the season, and then we go to the runway. And then we're at the runway, and then
wait.
Naomi fucking Campbell.
Mini challenge.
Reading the library.
All right.
Naomi, well, I just want to talk about Naomi Campbell. Anyway,
we all do.
Reading challenge. That happened. Clearly, I don't remember a whole lot of it because I skipped it. Read.
The one I remember was, I think, was it Monet to the Vivian was like, congratulations on being this season's
It was Shea.
I was like, I couldn't remember who said it, but I remember someone said that to the Vivian.
It was Shea, because
it was
the first read. It was
okay. God, just so funny.
I also thought that Raja's was really simple but good. Was like,
Raja was my winner.
Yep.
I think she didn't win. I think she didn't win that because that was the only thing she did, and I think she had
BOOGERS.
Boogers. Again, that had to be dead. I was just like, that should have won. That should just won in general.
But
we remember from season 3 when she just said syphilis.
Oh yeah, or Alyssa Edwards. It was like Alyssa Edwards whenever
allow me to introduce to you Monsters Inc.
Monsters. Yeah, no. One of my potentially forgettable reads, but was one of my favorite. It was Jinx to Jada, where Jinx was like, "Look over there, the exit."
That was good. Yeah, I
died.
Mm-hmm. And Jinx won.
Jinx did win. Rightly so. I really don't remember any of the other reads. Wow. I've watched
Me neither. I'm blanking on it.
I've watched the episode 3 times. That's the problem.
I watched it once.
Same. Just one and done.
Oh, there's one more that I remember that was that then came back later because it wasn't really fully mentioned, but was Monet's read to Jada was like, "You're the only queen to win on a Zoom call."
Oh, I loved that.
God.
I mean, it was iconic. That was iconic, though. If I'll be honest, iconic in the fact that Jada did win on a Zoom call, because
and hopefully it'll never happen again.
Hopefully, never happen again.
I just felt bad because then later on Jada's upset about.
I know, but here's the thing, here's the thing though, because Jada got a home parade, which I don't think has ever happened.
Yeah,
mind
that is
you.
cool.
No, that was really cool, and I'm glad they showed that. That was really cool.
I agree. Yeah. Well, okay. Now the mini challenge is done. Naomi fucking Campbell. Oh, I cried. I screamed.
With the Shea.
Shea screamed.
This is the first time that I cried during the episode. Whenever Shea had the moment with Naomi, I was like, because you could just see it in like whenever Naomi Campbell was like, that was like perfection, and like you like
her face just changed ever so slightly, and I was just like,
just so pure, such a pure moment.
Shay's really gotten to meet both of her childhood idols through Drag Race because she met Naomi Campbell, and then I don't know if y'all saw when they were all on The View, but Shea got to give. Yeah, Shea drew a portrait of Whoopi when she was 15 and got to give it to Whoopi. And it's just like this lovely, beautiful moment. And then there's like two other hosts there that are like fabulous women, whatever. But like Whoopi Goldberg is the only thing that matters anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
But totally. I loved, they were like, oh yeah, so for your first like little bit, you get to read, come in the workroom, read some people, walk the runway for Naomi Campbell. Like, we're having...
I feel like walking the runway should have technically been the mini challenge.
Yeah,
I
honestly
agree. Save the library for another time.
Save it for Snatch Game. Like, you're gonna drop the first 2 episodes together.
It's also because like you can definitely save the library for later on in this season because you're not getting rid of any of the queens.
No, but here's the thing though, because it's been All Stars now, it's been a precedent to always do the reading challenge the very first episode. So
well, I mean, like, I will say, but I think that's more because the queens all know each other, and at the end of the day, one of them's not going to be there. I feel like it's fine on this season to push the reading challenge maybe to episode 2 or 3 because all the queens are still going to be there.
Well, I feel like this would have been unfair because I think Shea was going to win this challenge regardless. If it was a challenge,
hands down.
Well, no, actually, I think it would have been. I think it would have been Jinx Monsoon, obviously.
Jinx was so funny.
Sorry.
I love Jinx so much.
But
at least you knew.
I also love that clearly the other queen that like had like who was very inspired by Naomi Campbell was Jada, and I did love that Jada got her little moment at the start of it because obviously we know that Shea has this really deep connection with Naomi Campbell. She did Naomi Campbell for Snatch Game on season 9. Like we know that connection, and I was really happy to see Jada and her connection to Naomi Campbell as well. It was a lovely moment. Everyone had just a lovely moment with Naomi Campbell, and I'm like, yes. Why can't we get more Naomi Campbell? That's what I want. More Naomi Campbell.
You know what they should have done instead of having it be like how they done in the like they did 2 seasons where they had like a queen, like a famous woman come in and like, pretend to be a drag queen. They should have done that with Naomi.
That would have been cool.
Could you imagine just like, oh, la-di-da, 8 queens in the workroom, and the next queen to walk into the workroom is Naomi Campbell? Like, could you imagine?
Right, it's and also like they would have they could have done her in drag or not. I don't care. But then it's like, and then they do her drag, it's like, which winner are you? And then she's like, it's me, Naomi Campbell. Like
winner of life, Naomi Campbell.
Literally winner of life.
Well, Naomi Campbell comes and goes as whatever. And we find out that the first maxi challenge of all winners is the girl group challenge. Which I thought was a correct place to start.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was girl group. It was just a song challenge.
Well, I call this the girl group challenge because, like, I think of, like, I'm That Bitch as, like, the girl group challenge. And, like, international Drag Race has kind of coined the, like, girl group as, like, you think of, like, United King Dolls. You think of, like, whatever. The other one, the UK ones, basically.
Yeah, but this was a Ru songs, though. That was the thing.
Well, all of those are, too.
Well, true, yeah.
song.
Yeah, like I can see like the like interweaving thing of that. So.
For American Drag Race, this is the girl group challenge.
Okay.
I tend to call this the RuMix because it's like they're remixing the song.
Whatever you want to call it, they are writing verses.
We're like, let's get technical for a second.
Yes.
Let's call it what it is.
Oh my god.
We'll call it the ball, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, there we go.
This is Snatch Game. Fun fact.
Not Snatch Game.
Fun fact, this is for the crown.
This is the lip sync Lollapalooza Smackdown for the crown. No.
Smackdown for the crown and a legendary legend, Ru Peter Badge star.
I hate it here.
We're not even drinking today.
I don't know what's happening.
None of you have been around me when I'm drunk. That's what I'm gonna say.
I have. I thought I did. Anyway, I thought this would have been, even though she's not a winner, I thought this would have been the perfect opportunity to have Alyssa Edwards come in and choreograph.
Yeah, that's
or
so
Laganja, like someone. Like,
but I will say, I also do like that because that they're winners and they're kind of just like you're doing it yourself, like.
And I didn't love that, honestly, because and we'll talk about the performance itself. It didn't end up all that great because of that.
It was fine. It was fine. I wanted them to be more of a clump, you know, just kind of like a clump.
Oh, a clump, yes, a clump. All the clump.
I was like,
not the clump again.
Was it the Vivian and someone else was like making fun of? Was it Jinx who was saying that?
Yeah,
and
Jinx
I was like, y'all need to
and the Viv
calm
was like,
down.
clump one more time, girl.
I know. I was like, okay, y'all are being a little mean. I was like, we don't need to talk about that. But oh yeah, I was like, here we go.
I think it was just because it's like, she said clump so many times, and the Vivian's comment was like, is clump like a dance term that I don't know about? Like,
is this a technical term? Clump, yeah. But no, I thought because Shea ends up taking over the choreography because she's Shea Coulee, and it ends up being I put this the song quality and choreography quality. I put this at the same level as Phenomenon. Because like the song for Phenomenon was really good. We'll talk about the lyrics for Legends. And I thought the lyrics were really, really good.
I didn't like this song. I didn't like it at all.
What was,
I don't love
I like that.
Which one was Phenomenon?
Yeah,
Joey J. Joey J.
It's all over the world.
Denali.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
season
first,
13. Yeah, season 13. Group 2.
I'm a gay ass bitch. I'm Joey J. Filler Queen, plot twist. I'm here to stay.
What was it? Tamisha Iman is
Right,
coming.
Yeah. That vibe.
From the house
she's
of
not coming from Monet or Candy Muse anymore, so that's good.
Yeah.
From the house of Ho.
Yes. Spreading love from here to there.
Oh.
Who did we forget? Oh, Rose. One of the winners of the challenge.
Her name is Rose.
Yay.
I can't.
The last song I remember really liking was season 11, the final 5? It was final 5 at that point, right? That was the last one I remember liking. Yeah, I loved that one.
Really? I don't like that one at all.
Which
Yeah,
one was that
I
one?
don't
Yeah, wait, which one? Which song?
The one where
Maybe
Silky
Ozzy
does her
enough.
Silky Slam in the bathroom. Do y'all remember
Oh,
that?
see, I
Yeah.
love Vanjie's verse in that. Like, I know she just did it like she didn't have any face. It was very boring, but like her
Evie
verse.
was great. I think I only remember that one because of Evie.
I mean,
Yeah.
or I remember like
She like
Asshole
comes out like
Or where
upside
is
down.
the body? This
Akira is the body, yeah.
Yes. So
But no,
many iconic
Phenomenon
moments.
was literally on my like top 10 most played on Spotify for that year. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. But I also have like a strong crush on Joey J. So like maybe that's why. And like I really like Joey's verse.
It is her.
So.
That's all I'm saying, bestie. I've seen her live.
There we go.
Fair. I respect that.
I'm probably at least 2 or 3 degrees of separation away from Joey J. Just saying.
Well, so now I'm 3 or 4.
Right. So choreography is like whatever. We go to the workroom. People are kind of talking about their strategies, but we get a lot more of the strategy in episode 2.
Mhm.
No. We need to talk about Monet talking to Trinity, because literally the most, because you can tell, because Monet has talked very openly about loving Survivor, like during the pandemic, like watching like all the seasons, getting really into it. And so I just thought it was so cute, because you could tell Monet was just like so excited, being like, oh my God, do you want to make an alliance? Like, let's do this.
Literally,
and I was like, I just could not love her more.
And then Jinx
So
coming up.
cute.
And then Jinx is like,
what are y'all talking
So
about?
cute. So cute.
I can't remember if it was this episode or next episode. there's Jinx is like walking like this at one point. Like,
Gosh.
I think it was this episode. I honestly don't remember. They kind of blend together.
I know they do.
yeah.
But-
No, they do when they're back to back. I also have been like saying it for so many seasons. Like, make some freaking alliances. Like, do it. Why not? Like, oh, we're gonna just vote out the person who did the worst. No, we're gonna vote out the person to get them out.
my thing is, you beat the best queen by voting them the fuck out.
Absolutely.
Literally,
like, finally they get that. Like, ugh.
But I feel like also this season it gives them more of a like leeway to do so, because they're not sending them home. They're still there.
Right,
Mhm.
right, exactly. It's a seven.
Yeah. I think it's because of this format specifically. It's because they're trying to like not give like the strongest people whatever.
It'll also be interesting though, like come episode 5, like if you don't have a badge, are you just like, I guess I'm just here, you
I
know?
honestly, and like we'll talk about it a little bit, probably more in our episode 2 video. Sorry that everything is just going to be in episode 2, apparently. I feel like there is going to be some riggery involved just to get at least all of the presumed front runners
A star.
a win, at the very least a win. Maybe not a legendary legend star.
Well, no, because the top two always get a
but
no, because the top two get a star no matter what.
Unless they're blocked.
Unless they're blocked, yeah.
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. At least a win. So that way, I feel like by episode 4, everyone will have a win. That's kind of just like the way that I feel with the riggery of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that happened, or at least by like episode 5 or 6, maybe.
I feel like all of them will end up with like one likely.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. This is why everyone, like a lot of people are saying this is similar to Mario Party. I'm just like, damn.
Honestly, I love it.
I love it. I love it, honestly. I'm just like,
yeah.
You pay 50 badges to steal somebody else's badge. Lovely.
You win like 10 lip syncs, you get to steal a badge.
Yep.
Like
you get that mushroom +5.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Honestly,
each week instead of a plunger, you win something different. It's like this week is the golden plunger where you block someone. This one is you get to, I don't know, fucking like
double your legendary legend stars.
Or this one,
double dice.
this one you get to steal half of this queen's legendary legend stars. Like
Yeah.
No, that's clever. I love
like
that.
each week it changes so that like you
All
don't know
winners
what
too.
it is.
All winners too.
Honestly,
Market.
Esme for production and all winners too.
Yes.
I mean, can we also? I mean, this is my production idea for just All Stars, like in general. It's like because I missed in All Stars, like my thing with the lip syncs in All Stars is you don't get the fight for the staying power of like between the queens. So my thing is 3 low queens, and the winner of that week gets to pick the bottom 2.
Yeah,
and those bottom 2 the same.
No, I love that. That's like, that's lovely.
Because then you still get like that winner gets a choice, and like then you can have. Then I feel like alliances are more likely to form.
But then is there eliminations in that format? Like, what's the?
Well, the 2 queens that they don't save lip sync, and whoever loses goes home.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, I
For
love
all winners,
that.
I don't like that.
That's cool.
For like an
Well,
all
not for all winners. No, for an all stars. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking.
I'm on
It's
board
like
for that.
like it's about like quote unquote bottom 3, and they save one of the bottom 3 from lip syncing, and then the 2 that they think should be in the bottom lip sync.
Totally.
And then it's like, do I rig to put like this queen that I feel like is a much better lip syncer against this other queen who I'm like I want out?
Yeah. Mind games. That's truly Drag Race Survivor.
Into it.
Shall we dive into the performance of Legends?
Slay.
Cool.
Yeah.
This was the only full.
Wait,
shot.
we forgot
Oh,
Jada's
we forgot the
moment.
essence of Hall. We forgot the essence of Hall. I'm so sorry. We have to
Yeah,
talk
we
about the
forgot
essence of
Jada's
Hall.
moment. This was moment 2 that I cried in the episode because I
Mhm.
love Jada, and so just seeing, and I think in Jada's first season we saw a very like in it to win it, like I am here to dominate, and like we had some moments where I think it was in the makeover challenge where she like
Yeah.
showed vulnerability, but like
That was the
I think
first.
it's also,
so-
I think also
so cute.
another factor to Jada's season is that a lot of the storylines revolved around the queen they had to edit out. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
so true. I loved it.
like
I loved this Jada moment. I thought it was so pure, and just how everyone was like coming around her. Because I think we saw Evie get very emotional because Evie's been
Yeah.
extremely open with how difficult post winning was, just emotionally, like kind of the just the emotions that come with it, feeling like, oh well, like should I have gotten this? Just like the complete mind fuck
especially
that it
because
is.
one, racism in the fandom, and two, like the whole racism thing and like the whole like Brooklyn should have won, like that thing was like very much
Very.
like I do not envy like what she went through post winning.
If Brooklyn should have won, Brooklyn would have won.
Yeah, exactly. But
Agree.
you could tell Evie was very like had a lot of emotions as well when Jada was speaking, and so it was like everyone just came together, and I think that's like obviously there's like the competition aspect of it all, but like when you see them all, they're like, oh okay, like let's all come together, like group hug. I just love that shit. I'm like, that's so cute, like it's so all together, let's all have fun, and so I loved it so much.
This
Obviously,
is RuPaul's best
Sammy's
friend
fun.
race.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Now we can talk about the performance of
yes,
Legends.
Can I say, costuming wise, they were not cohesive.
No.
But I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
I
don't really care either for that.
Are we gonna
but-
do and do their looks, or no?
Let's do it.
Do we want to?
I kind of just want to give my top 2 because I really only have a top 2.
Same.
No, I have a top 3. I lied. I have a top 3. So my top 3 are Monet, Viv, and Raja.
Oh, okay.
Raja?
Yeah,
Wait.
I love this look on Raja. I don't know why.
Hate
I
it.
love Jada and Monet. The purple on Jada just looks so good, and then Monet just love.
Yeah,
Monet's
no,
just effortless.
Monet for sure.
Monet, Jada, and Shea.
I hated Shea's and I hated Raja's, to be honest.
For me, it's Shea, Monet, and Viv.
Viv in this red hair was giving me everything I
that's
didn't
right.
know I needed.
She looks good, yeah.
Yeah. I think Jinx looks fine. I think Evie looks fine. I think the puck looks fine. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I think they look fine.
Yeah.
So let's talk about their verses. And
Yes. I
so
have
up
them.
first
Oh,
is
yeah.
shut up, Logan. Up first is Raja.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember
Don't you have a
anyone.
slide? Don't you have a
I don't remember
slide,
anyone's
Logan?
verse.
No, I literally have them up. I was trying to
we
say
go,
the
thank
words, but Esme kept interrupting me, so I couldn't get the words out. But so Raja's verse: Raja, the goddess, supreme in deity, there is no rivalry. Gods let you worship me. Iconic style, transcending he or she. Refer to my pronouns as thou. Drop to your knees and bow. It's a great verse.
Loved
It's
it. Honestly, loved it.
It's
I love
simple
that
and
verse. The thou part sent me.
I like it reading it better than I did in the performance. If that makes I feel like on paper it sounds better than how it was delivered.
That's so
Yeah,
fair.
there wasn't a whole lot of punch to the recording.
I think
of it,
also-
but I don't think it's bad.
I think also they auto-tuned her so much compared to the other queens. I think that's what was throwing me off. It's like it just felt more like auto-tuned than the rest of the queens.
Yeah.
That's fair.
which is no fault to Raja. Then we move.
I just think that this, I don't know. I guess it's once in a blue moon that you get the backtrack of Kitty Girl or Riju Rochu or I don't know what the original backtrack was too, but season 9 had an amazing song. Season 11 just like hit it out of the park.
Well, category is.
Category is, yes. Oh my god, just so good. I feel like the last few seasons, this one included, I think it's the backtrack. Like the girls are doing what they can, but I think that the energy of the song that they have it to just doesn't match.
I think back to Super Queens, because Super Queens backtrack was shit. Like, yeah.
Oh god, because I'm trying to think, what wasn't All Stars 6 like country? Am I like making this up in my mind? Yeah. Like it was a country song, and I was just like, I don't know. I think, and I guess I'm going back and forth with what I'm saying because I loved Catwalk, not the cast version. I love Catwalk as the song. I didn't love the cast version, but I don't know. It's so hit or miss to get a good song for this, I think. For them to go off of.
Yeah.
Because they're only using RuPaul's songs, so like...
So next is Jinx. Her verse goes, "Hello world, I'm Jinx Monsoon. I'm here to make your stepson swoon. I'm in it to win it. I'm fierce like a cougar. Rise to the challenge. Get the judges saying, ooh, girl. Rub-a-dub-dub. Get in my tub. Mommy's gonna scrub down all of these sobs. Yes, I'm Jinx, and I aim to please. If you don't believe me, check my knees." The only issue I have with this verse is I wish she had just said subs. That's like the only thing, because that would have just sent me into another dimension.
It's debated if she said subs or sobs.
It's sobs, sons of bitches, is what she said. I just wanted it to be sub, because I just think that's stupid, and I love it. But it's a great verse.
I really liked this one. I think it was like Jinx Monsoon. It was more campy than the rest. And I feel like that's what I'm excited to see with Jinx is like she's the only really kind of campy queen on this season. I really liked this verse.
Yeah, this verse was a standout verse for me, to be honest. Like
it's the one that I remember the most.
Same. And like if you don't believe me, check my knees. Like I was like screaming at that line. Like that's the only line that like set me to the moon. And I just love Jinx.
In my opinion, she should have been in the top for this verse.
Same. Esme, same.
I'll get to my other top 2 when we get there. Or get to my top 3 because I feel like I have a top 3 for the verses.
Brandon.
Really don't have much to say because literally you said everything I wanted to.
Well, odd.
Same. My memory of the actual performance. I mean, I have such in and out memories of episodes. I remember loving the episode and I remember the really emotional moments, and I remember the runways.
Sure.
But the challenge itself, this and the mini challenge, I'm like, could have been there, could have not been there. I have no idea.
Fair.
We can go to Monet up next.
Monet is next, yes. So Monet's verse: realize the triple crown is why I'm here. It's what I'm after. Bow down, kiss the ring, call me master. Queen of serving face, slay. 7 other bitches, no C and the und. Only crowned queens have that cunt geniality. 1 All-Stars 4, and I'll do it again. Make sure to bop for me and my fans. Hey, I didn't get the timing right whatsoever, but you know what?
This was another one where reading it out was better for me. I wish she had just rapped because I know she mentioned in in the workroom that she was gonna sing and rap. I wish she had just rapped this verse. Like,
same.
This was not a top 2 for me. This was fine. It just like I was kind of more surprised, especially with we'll mention the looks later, but I feel like I was more shocked that she see Monet in the top 2 for this episode.
Yeah, I agree because I did not remember Monet's verse at all from all of this.
I remember Monet walking, if that's
Yeah.
like, I just remember I saw her walking and I was like, wow, she's effortless. Like,
oh wait, can we go back, because there was another moment that, like, when you said walking, that fucking took me out. It was just Jinx, like, pretty much just standing behind Raja waiting for her turn.
Oh my God, I died.
She was just kind of like standing waiting for her cue. It took me out. She was like, she did not really move back to her thing. She was just like, who's coming up, dub?
Yeah. I thought this was a good verse. I remember the part about like congeniality. Like I remember that specifically, and I
didn't remember anything about it. So that's that to me is like, she shouldn't have been in the top 2 for this one.
Fair.
But that's just
Love it.
Then we move on to
we get the talk.
Fine. Again, do not remember what she said.
Would you like to know? Because even the official lyrics page actually doesn't know part of her lyrics. Fun fact. So I'm gonna read through it real quick.
The Genius page?
What?
The Genius page?
No, it's the Genius page.
It got updated because I remember looking at it. It got updated.
I'm on the Genius page right now.
Because I was the one that updated that part, because I remember looking back at that part and was like, that part I remembered. It was the part right before I remember the end part.
I don't really care to talk about her verse, if I'm being honest. We can move on.
Fine.
Let's skip it. We love it.
Evie. It's Evie next. Oddly, it's Evie. I can't be beaten, believe me. I'm freaky like Friday. I won the crown my way, and I'll make this next one look easy. Queen of the queerdos, teaching the kids to live freely. I keep on growing past what they all know, because you can't fit my legend on TV. I feel like Evie's recording was lower than everybody else's, because I couldn't really understand a lot of the words she was saying. But now that I'm looking at the verse written out, I really like it.
I love it. I don't love the last 2 lines, but Queen of the Queerdos, like, come on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. This was another one. It just felt like something was off production-wise, similar to Raja. It was like, I just felt like something was off in the mixing of her verse.
Yeah. And then in the beginning of that verse, I thought it was catchy. Like, I liked that part. And then, of course, when it went on, I was just like, don't remember too much. But I do agree with about the production thing about it. I was just like, that may have been why. So.
Yeah. Who's next? Oh, it's Viv. So Viv is next. Queen of Queens has always been my future. Since my life found a way. Hey, yeah. Gonna show what the UK's got. I'm ready to start my reign.
Hers seems shorter.
It's because she's saying it.
It does feel short.
She's saying it.
I hated it. I literally hated it so much.
This was just like, half of it was hey yeah. So like,
yeah, like Outcast. Very Outcast.
I was like, Outcast?
But like, if there was a bottom 2, she would have been one of the bottom 2 for me.
It would have been Viv in the talk for me, honestly.
Who? No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Yeah,
it wasn't good.
Yeah. Do we have any other thoughts, or should we just go to Jada?
We move.
Cool. The legend's back again, gonna snatch the crown, about to turn the whole world upside down. Sickening little bitch with an itty-bitty waist. Child, I'm never afraid to put a bitch in her place. She's a queen for the people, your mother techin' right. Got the looks, the beauty, I know you're gonna like. But in a worldwide pandemic with 7 more queens, with a stamp from Mama Ru, even though I can't sing.
amazing.
This was one of my favorites. This was a top
Same.
3.
Same. Absolutely same.
I was surprised. I was again really shocked that it wasn't some form of Shea, Jada, and Jinx in the top 2 for this lip sync to win. I was like, it should. I was thinking it was gonna be one of those 3. I was definitely shocked with. I will mention why I think it would have been Shea and Jinx later on. But I was very shocked when Monet got a top 2.
This just like I always forget how small of a human Jada is. But then that's what I remember from Jada's performance. I was like, Jada is tiny, like a very small girl, like very, very tiny. That's the one thing
She's
that
a
I remember.
petite little woman.
Very, very small. Yes, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't give like small energy like Georgia, like like.
Right.
Literally, yeah.
I guess for me, because probably recency bias, like again, Jada had a standout line that I preferred over Monet.
I think her end was like really like that part where like the singing, which was great.
Yeah.
Agreed. I thought it was a really good verse. I'm not mad at it, but we end with Shea. That's right. Save the best for last. I miss Coulee, but did you gotta ask? I'm dripped in designer, hot on fire, strutting down the runway, building my empire. You better bring the energy, cause slaying is my legacy. And if you ain't scared of me, Miss Thing, you better be.
So good.
So good.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. This was she was my other top 3 for this episode, lip sync wise, song wise. Yeah. Oh, the lip sync. Sorry, I just remember what song they lip synced to.
We will talk about it.
Yeah, Shea's was a standout for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like you expect that from her. Remember her from "I'm That Bitch," like the Chadwick Boseman one, or whatever. Or I'm in love. 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 Yeah, I'm in love.
Oh, I think of category is when I think of Shea.
That's fair too.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Boom. Runway time. Category is I'm crowning. Sure.
Okay.
And first up is Raja.
So good. Just so good.
I am so excited to see Raja because I never saw Raja's season. So like this is the first time I'm really being introduced to like Raja like in the show. So I'm really excited. This is a 2.
For sure. 2.
Whenever I first saw this look, I thought it was because I saw this look before I saw the episode, and so I thought it was how they do they've been doing the runway, the redemption runway. I was like, okay, she's coming back.
They didn't do that in the previous 2 All-Stars, have they though? They didn't do that in 5 and 6.
I don't remember which seasons they've done. I just know it's a thing that they've done. I forget which seasons, but I thought that's what this was. But then, I mean, I'll take it for this category as well. This was so good, so fierce.
Yeah.
I thought they did it on 6. I just don't remember when they did it on 6.
Yeah, same.
Anyway,
I know something early. Like what? Why look? Oh, okay. Yeah, because like, what I really love how. Yeah, well, like what she said is like and Raja means king, so just shows like I'm a king of what she's serving, even though obviously, but like monarch rather.
Sure, yeah.
I just love this.
This is just absolute perfection for me. Like the wig, the headpiece, the proportions of the dress, the shoe, like everything is so perfectly well done. And like this is what I was excited to see. Like this is why I was excited to see Raja on this season. Because she brought the fashion in season 3, and I was really hoping she would bring it.
Is it fashion though? But is it fashion?
It's fashion?
It's fashion meets.
It's fashion. It's fashion. But no, this is great. Big fan. Love it. Shoot. Period.
2.
Done. Jinx Monsoon.
This is a shoot for me.
Same. It gave me like everything I
agree.
needed.
I love this because like also like I was not expecting the leg because I don't know how she got it to work with the leg, like how she got it to billow out with still a slit in it. This was great, and this is such like I loved this as her first look because you get to see how far she's come since her runways on season 5. This is why I would have put her in the top 2 over Jada just because of the look.
Yep.
Like this, I loved this look. This was she ate. This was she.
This was my favorite look of the night for sure.
Mhm.
Yep. All of that. All of it. All of it at once. So we move. Sure. Monet. Shea. This is good. I like it. I don't care what y'all think. I like this look.
No, I do too.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I love the hair. The hair I think is the centerpiece for this fully.
Yes.
The hair is so cool.
Absolutely.
I like it head up.
That's how I feel too. Like I just feel like the like shape proportionizing situation isn't my favorite.
She
But
looks
I
like
love-
she looks like the gossified Michelin Man to me.
No, that's how I feel too. I love it from the neck up. It's gorge, but like neck down, I feel weird. But like love that it's like trans flag colors, but like not sure if that was the vibe
I don't know if
she was
that's
going
that's
for.
what she
I don't know if that was
going
purposeful.
for.
Right? Yeah.
Because usually they'll mention it, but like I liked this. I wanted to like this.
I liked it. I like a tracksuit with a peplum. I'm a fan of it. I liked it.
For me, it's not the top 2 of the night. Like
No, I think I'd agree.
that's how I feel.
I think just like comparing this look and her verse, I was really kind of confused on why she was put in the top 2 here.
Same.
Sure. Totally. The talk.
Not you got a blurry ass photo. You did her so dirty.
And
we don't care.
This I don't like her. This look is beautiful.
Yeah, the train. My
look.
God.
The hair is not the right color for me for this look.
I would have liked like a purple hair, to be honest.
I would have liked it to be less saturated because it's giving very much Daphne from Scooby-Doo hair like color.
Oh my God, it is Daph. You're right.
I mean, I don't hate the orange.
I don't either.
I just wish it was a different shade. I think it just like.
Is it too bright for your liking?
I think that's what it is. I think it's like. It's
like this is one of the most stunning outfits I've seen because like again that train is just like
I will say Judy always looks great like on the runways. Like she usually looks good on the runways. I think I just wanted the hair to be different, but this still looks
again like I think because of the theme of I'm crowning like she needed something like really regal to like match it, and this crown isn't like really showing much, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I lose the crown to the hair color. I think that's why.
I mean, in this picture specifically, it just shows like it's darker. Like the crown looks darker than what the color should be because of like the lighting in the background and everything. So
I think the crown should have been that like kind of more lilac color that's like on the chalk. I can't tell what that part is any like within the photo, but like the lighter part of the purple, I think that crown should have been that color.
Yeah.
Sure.
But we moved. Nothing much else to say.
Sure.
Yvonne
Oddly.
Love
this.
I didn't even notice too with the crayoning, like crowning crayoning.
Crown.
That's somewhere along the lines. I was like, oh my God, so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I liked this. I really liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, I really like this. Like it's a concept piece because of course a lot of people say crowns for crayons, and it's just like okay, I like we love some what is it? Not diction, but I guess
plain words.
Yes, plain words. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like it. Big fan.
Mm-hmm. Also, did you see the like shoes too? Because those shoes.
Yes.
The heelless heel.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Big fan. Loved this. All of it. The Vivienne.
I literally needed her to not wear those shoes. I
needed her
literally
to not wear the
freaking
dress.
hate it. I don't mind the dress. I hate the shoes so much.
I needed her to not wear any of this.
It was so out of place.
I'm gonna shade myself for this. You know what the shoes remind me of?
Oh Lord.
Okay, so in every like grand Chinese restaurant, they have like seat coverings. That's what reminds me of.
The dress is giving me Ariel when she first washes up on shore and has to tie it with a rope.
Not you stealing that joke directly from Nicole Byer.
Did she?
I feel like it's the boogeyman or whatever his name is from "Twas the Night Before Christmas." "Twas the Night Before Christmas" or whatever.
Wait, was Nicole Byer on this episode?
Nicole Byer was on the pit stop.
The pit
Oh, I haven't
stop.
watched that
We
yet.
stand Queen Nicole Byer.
She quite literally said the same exact thing.
I haven't watched it yet, so I'm sorry. I was so confused. I was like, wait, was she on? How did I fucking miss her being in this episode?
Oh, we didn't even talk about the guest judge being Cameron fucking Diaz. By the way.
And for
We
Shrek's
just keep forgetting stuff today.
And for the Shrek anniversary, wasn't it just like 21 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Perfect timing. There we go.
I should have been Shrek on the runway.
Cameron Diaz, 5 years. Vivienne, hated this look. I hate I like it clavicle up.
Yep, clavicle up.
I like it chin up.
Fair. This dress just didn't make any sense. I actually don't mind the shoe, but
I hate the shoe.
I understand why you hate the shoe. I definitely understand.
I hate it.
And again, the fact that I shaded myself for this is because of the fact that, like,
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
We get it, you're Asian.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I barely remember the shoes because I can't see them in this photo.
That's why
they're just so bad. They're so bad. You don't want to see them ever again. Save your eyes.
There's a reason I cropped them.
I'm looking away.
We can't even see it
because. Look at Jada Essence Hall. Look over here at Jada Essence.
Look. This is another shoot for me.
I really hate. I hate it, and I hate that in the wig. The bottom pieces were a different color. They didn't match. I don't know if anybody clocked that, but it bothered me so much. And I literally hate this look. It was I was not well because I love Jada so much. When she came out, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Is this supposed to be like Starry Night? Like, what's happening? I'm so
confused.
It feels
unfinished with the centerpiece. Like,
there are parts I really like. Like, I like the more ruffly parts of the dress. And I love the hair, but then the under slip part, the clean purple part. That
Yeah, I like. It feels like, again, 3 different dresses. It feels like. It feels like. It also. Oh, it's giving me. It feels like someone designed a cake. Like, it feels like one of those over designed cake things. But I like the under part on right under that first blue, that first purple and yellow strip. I wish it was that and then all the swoopy things.
Man, I'm well in the minority in this. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I
feel like it's also because it's I feel like there's another there's also that small, just little gap between the purples, and it's it's just throwing me off a little bit. I wish that was closed. This was, I was sad because I wanted it to be better because I love her.
I love the wig. I love the tiny crown.
Mm-hmm.
Jada always looks beautiful. We're gonna end on a high note for Jada.
Yes.
I will be. There's a lot of queens I'll be sad if they don't look good. I won't ever be sad if Trinity doesn't look good though. So
that part. Well, whatever. Shea Coulee.
This is
two.
Perfection.
no another shoot.
It was
This is a
so
shoot.
good. It was so good. Like Shea Coulee on the runway is just always
ears?
like you're just so excited to see her come out, and then it's like when she does come out, it's like, oh my god, it's so good every single time. Just literally perfection. There's literally nothing you can, nothing anyone can say about this look to knock it. It's literally perfect.
I have one small thing to say.
Billy, you can leave.
I watched this episode at our friend's house with like multiple people, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, open it, open it, open it!" And then she opened it, and I was like, "Oh my god, close it!" Like, because it just didn't give. You know what I mean? Like when she opened it, everybody was expecting like something like significantly revealing, and it wasn't. It was the same exact thing. So I was like, just don't do that. Like, keep it, because in this culture of Drag Race, like everybody's expecting like these giant reveals, and I'm not saying that it's like necessary.
I don't think we had
but...
to. I think it was fine. I think opening up and it just being the same thing was fine for me.
For me, I just wish she just kept it as is.
I feel like,
and I think it's because of the culture of people wanting these giant reveals, right? Like, it's not like it looked bad. It just was like, everybody was like, open it. And then she opened it and nothing was different. So people were like disappointed. So I feel like that's where I got lost for that. Just the reveal not being a reveal, I guess. Not saying it needed to be, but like, that's just like what I felt.
I said I felt.
What?
Huh?
Oh, I have to shout out Jeremy at any possible opportunity. It's a Drag Race quote, Billy. It's a Drag Race quote.
From what season?
All Stars 2.
Oh, I don't remember it.
It's the Alyssa Fifi fight.
Oh, okay.
Where the artist formerly known as Fifi O'Hara turns to Alyssa and is like, I said I felt. That's like one of my favorite quotes to use.
Okay, no, that's fair. I do remember it now that you, reference it.
Yeah. I thought this was really good. The only issue I had when she opened it is it didn't flatter her body in the way that I wanted it to. But I also fully recognize that garments of this style and of, African fashion doesn't always flatter the body. There are some African fashion, like, I guess trend is the right word, but the wrong word, but y'all know what I mean. That don't flatter the body intentionally, and I think that's what she was going for with this. So in that regard, like, I don't dislike that, but I think she looks beautiful, obviously. So
yeah, she definitely looks beautiful.
And yeah, well, that was the runway. We get our critiques, and then we find out that the winners for the week receiving a legendary legend star are Monet and Shea. Which, obviously, for Monet and Shea being Monet and Shea, I'm very happy about.
Yeah.
I literally let out a scream because I cannot express enough to y'all how traumatized I was scrolling through Twitter and being like, Monet's gone. Oh my god, like, what is happening? And so when Monet won, I literally was like, yes, she's here. Officially, she's made it. And so I was relieved. I was happy to see it. And I thought the song was really funny because it was just like another jump scare. The song that they ended up singing, I was like, oh,
well,
like I was not expecting
Before we dive into the lip sync, I want to acknowledge that. So I guess the way we're getting critiques this season is we're going to acknowledge the 4 people in the top and only the 4 people in the top. And so Monet and Shea won, with the other people in the top being Evie and the Tuck.
I was so confused on this top, to be honest.
Very.
Like, how are you going to shade Jinx like that?
And Jada.
Well, Jada's look for me took her down a notch, but
well, she should have still been in the top.
Her verse was great. Yeah,
she should have still been in the top for that verse, but not been in the top 2 lip sync.
Which judge had sense in them to be like, she didn't know the words
Michelle.
about Trinity.
Michelle.
Okay. I was like,
Michelle was,
thank God
Michelle was
someone
like,
said
we
it.
have to acknowledge the fact that Trinity doesn't know the words to this song and admitted it on the main stage.
And why was she in the top?
Right.
She should have not been in the fucking top.
Because Cameron Diaz is obsessed with Trinity, apparently. Cameron Diaz is the only Trinity the Tuck stan that I know.
Messy.
I don't fucking care. She shouldn't have been in the top if she didn't know the fucking words. That has never. I'm sorry, I'm fuming.
But I just
Hey,
wanted
it's
to
valid.
acknowledge that so we can move on because Monet and Shea change. I want to talk about. I don't know who here is
Can we
watching.
talk about Yeevy's outfit though? Like,
Her shawl and cargo pants was everything to me. I don't know who here has watched Untucked. I want to talk about
I have, yes.
because so there is Untucked.
There's Untucked?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't watched it yet.
Here-
I haven't
here's
watched
the-
it yet.
where?
Yeah.
I highly recommend watching it.
Where is Untucked?
Paramount
It's
Plus.
so there's a separate show called RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked. If you go to if you go to All Stars on Paramount Plus, go to related shows, it's under there.
Not me. Not me and you both missing that.
I
Well, no, because
literally
they've done it. Did you not know there was Untucked for All Stars 6 and All Stars 5?
Well, I knew there was. I just couldn't find it.
I will say I also spent 10 minutes on Wow Presents Plus looking for the episode.
Same.
No.
Oh,
Really?
I was like,
no.
where'd they go? Like, did I
It's
miss
so.
them?
Can I just say it's so frustrating with these two sites that you have to because half of them are on Paramount. It's frustrating. I'm like, why can't just put them all on Wow Presents Plus or all on Paramount Plus?
Honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway.
No, but yeah, like
because I was in the same boat as you. I was like, where the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah. I want to touch on Untucked at the end because like the discourse about changing for the lip sync is just the funniest thing.
it is.
You know what I'm talking about. It's so funny. But Monet and Shea have obviously both changed. Monet is in this cute little A-line leopard print
Monet
dress.
looks better
which I
than she did on
love.
the runway.
Yes, and a pussycat wig. I want to acknowledge a pussycat wig. There was a pussycat wig on her head, and Shea in this like billowy. It reminded me of like Aphrodite, the painting. It gave me very that energy. Also, in a pussycat wig, I would like to acknowledge double pussycat wigs.
Pussycat
And
wigs
they are
all
lip sync.
around.
Yes. I'm curious if it was the same pussycat wig. Is it the two pussycat wigs Monet wore in the finale of All Stars 4? I would like to know
Pussycat wig.
personally.
Take a
Possibly.
shot every time. Take a shot every time you said
pussycat
pussycat wig.
Pussycat wig.
Pussycat wig.
They lip sync
Two.
Ella Fitzgerald's cover of Old MacDonald. I screamed. I cried. I loved this.
This
I
scream
did too. I actually did too.
that I let out when this happened. I get these I scroll on TikTok and I get these like Drag Race like season 622 when they've run out of songs lip sync to, and it's like it gave me very much that energy of like why out of all.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
They're not gonna run out of lip sync songs, trust me.
No, I know. It's like just like a trend on TikTok of like this person will like find
No,
random
but
names and stuff.
apparently
Lip syncing to the Wii Sports music.
The Goosebumps theme song.
Not the
Yes!
song.
Brandon, you were saying?
Get
I
them
was
to lip sync to cast. Get them to lip sync to Castaway.
No. Brandon, what were you saying about allegedly?
Okay, so apparently this was not a fan favorite song choice.
Well,
Wow.
I loved it. Apparently on Twitter, everywhere, people were saying this was not a good song choice, and I was just like, how? This is what I would hear at a local gig, if I'll be honest.
Right?
This was good.
not
'cause it was
every song.
surprising.
I will say, I feel like Drag Race fans always want them to be these high dance energy songs, and they don't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of the first two episodes gave a high energy dance song.
Yeah, because I watched this twice. I first watched it in a watch party and in one of my Discords, and apparently like half of the people didn't like it, and then I said I liked it because again I would see this at a local gig. But then when I went to the watch party at Dirty Goose, everyone hated it. I was just like,
wow. I thought it was so cool. I thought it was just like a surprise, and so I was like, okay, let's get into it.
no, because like Crystal and Tatiana were like, this is a disrespect. I'm just like, oh god.
Oh wow.
That's so weird.
This
I will say
this is another reason why I wanted Jinx in this, because I think she would have.
That's what I was just gonna say. Can you imagine if we had Jinx in this lip sync? Amazing.
Imagine like Jinx and Raja in this lip sync.
So good.
Mhm.
That's
So
a lip
good.
sync pair I'm dying to see. Is
I
Jinx
want
and
to see that. I
Raja.
want
The
to
other
see
one I
that.
was wanting to see honestly was Monet and Shea, so I got it. So I'm really happy.
Mhm.
But like, this just gave me everything I didn't know I needed. Honestly,
Really?
It reminds me of sometimes Drag Race pulls out these random ass songs that you don't fucking expect.
Malambo number 5.
It reminds me of cannot remember for the life of me the song that it was, but it was Eureka O'Hara versus I believe Shea. What was it, Shea?
Oh, Good Golly Miss Molly.
Yeah, it's like that. Like
Oh,
that was Jada.
that was Jada.
Okay, Jada. But
Well,
like that.
Little Richard is. I understand. I get that comparison. Little Richard is a little bit closer because like homosexual icon, but like I get that.
I was like, I think it's another like kind of like you wouldn't have expected to see that on like you wouldn't have expected to see maybe like I don't feel like a lot of people would have expected to see Good Golly Miss Molly on this.
Sure, no.
Stage of Drag Race.
Yeah.
Nor I feel like if you were to ask what songs do you think are gonna come up on all winners, no one would have said this song. Like no one would have said Ella Fitzgerald cover of Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Yeah.
But I loved it, honestly.
I loved it. Yeah, this was like this is one of my favorite lip syncs. Like a Shea's shimmy. I was just like, yes.
When we at the end of the year, when all like 47 of us come together and we do our top lip syncs of 2022, like this is probably going to be up there for me, honestly.
Same.
Yeah. That was a fun video to do. I remember that video. That was a fun video to do. And there'll be a lot more people probably to do it this year. So that'll be
a lot more opinions.
A lot more opinions. We'll probably max out StreamYard. There'll be 10 of us in here.
Oh no.
We'll get room limited by StreamYard.
Quite literally. I'll have to turn it
not
on.
the room limit. Not the room limit.
Room limit. We have a room limit. No, anyway.
So bring me back to energy.
Very that. They lip sync, and the winner of the lip sync is Shea. Do we agree? Because I've seen a lot of discourse about it.
Yeah.
Yes, I
agree.
All other aspects of the week considered, yes, Shea is the winner.
The winning move for me was Shea going like this, like in her dress too. It was
so good.
Yeah.
Also, I think Bob mentioned this in Was
it about Monet not knowing the words?
No, wait, no, I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of a different episode. Sorry. I was thinking of a different
Sure.
I was thinking of a different season.
Speaking of Bob, Bob and Nicole actually talked because Bob acknowledged that the only time Monet like turns around and does like an arm thing is on Drag Race, and Nicole Byer was like, well, what if that means she doesn't know the words? And they had this whole like metaphysical experience over like maybe Monet doesn't know the lyrics to Old MacDonald.
Wait, like, did I have to watch this, but did she claim that she doesn't know the words?
No, Monet hasn't. I haven't seen anything from Monet.
And Bob was shocked, but wasn't there a season like way back when it was like, oh, you know, of course the thing when a queen walks up stage has their back turned because they don't know the words.
Season 5, penetration.
Like
Season 5,
I thought that was a thing.
And it was Honey Mahogany made the comment. Don't ask me why I remember that.
It was
I remember that too. So
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, Party in the USA.
Yeah, Party in the USA.
Yeah. So Shea Coulee wins the lip sync for her legacy. She has $10,000. Monet and Shea both now have a legendary legend star.
Wait, what is it, Logan? Logan, what is it? What do they wear?
Legendary legend star.
Legendary legend.
I don't know what impression that is. I think it's an impression that I'm trying to do. I'll figure it out by the end of the season. But Shea,
it's that guy from South Park.
I don't watch South Park.
No, I'm not. No.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Well,
I don't know the character. I don't watch.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Sure, I'll figure it out by the end of the season.
Do we feel like that the winner should get something else besides just like another, like maybe like I don't know if another legendary legend sort, but something?
No, because I think
they did $10,000.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, $10,000.
Okay, give them more. I don't care.
No, I think it's fair that the top 2 of the week both get a star. I think that
yes,
I agree.
Obviously,
yeah,
because it counts as a win, so I count like it's good. So
yeah.
Well, no, I feel like they both should get a star. I feel like we're thinking something else on top of the star.
You want a gold star. You want a gold star to be involved.
A golden shower, maybe. I don't know.
The winner gets 5-point star, whereas the other person gets a 3-point star.
Cool.
That could be something.
I don't hate that actually.
5 point,
yeah.
3 point.
Like, wait, no, one of them gets a legend star, and the other one gets a legendary legend star.
That's too fucking much.
yeah, that is too much.
Yeah, I would need a rubric for that.
No, I need Vendela Crem's abacus from All Stars 3.
You get a legendary legend star, and you get a legend star.
Could you imagine the track record discussion by like episode 8 if that was the case? Be like, I have 2 legendary legend stars and a legend star, and I'm like,
no.
I was blocked from a legendary legend. I hate it. Anyway, the Tuck gets blocked. I was shocked and very happy.
Yeah, same.
I was shocked but happy. Also, Shea going, "You're blocked," sent me.
And then I will say, the one moment of the Tuck where I laughed, where she's holding the plunger and she's like, well, shit.
Yes.
It was funny, yeah.
I'll give her that.
Sure.
But
this moment was in the next episode. I did laugh at like Miss Tuck in the next episode, like the beginning moment.
Yeah,
but
I want to acknowledge Untucked because again, go watch it. But Cameron Diaz comes back to talk to all of the queens and is like just genuinely like the biggest Drag Race fan apparently. And I really love that.
That's so cool.
About, she talks about how how difficult obviously the pandemic was for everybody and like celebrities, whatever. But like she's like, anytime I have a down day, I just watch Drag Race. And honestly, me too. Like anytime I'm like depressed, don't know what to watch, whatever, it's always Drag Race. So I definitely related in that way, but she was just like fangirling over the whole experience of like being in the workroom, talking to all of them. Like she knew specific references. She was like, Viv, I love your like impression or whatever. And it was like, because Cameron mentioned like living through the Trump of it all, and obviously Viv does her impression. And like Cameron acknowledges like, yes, I remember that great impression. I was like, she's really a fan. And this is what I want to see. I want to see celebrities that are actually fans of Drag Race.
Yes.
Well, I think her and Trixie have like gotten drinks together. I listened to Trixie on a podcast once, and they said that they went out with Cameron Diaz.
I believe so, yeah.
Another queen that not another queen, but another guest star that I think about like a lot, who is a very big fan, is Leslie.
And what?
And like she's going, I can't, like you said it, like
yes,
like.
And also I love that she's being included more and more in the Drag Race universe involved. Nicole Byer is also someone that I love seeing because she genuinely loves Drag Race, and like that just makes me happy.
I'm glad that I need to go watch it because I love her. I love the her one with Trixie when she's like, I pushed that little girl through these butterfly clips, like in the like
literally, yeah.
And like I want her to just be a main judge. I don't care. We're going to another one.
I need a rotating fabulous Black woman judge. Mm-hmm. That's what I need.
I need yes. Mm-hmm.
I've said it before, but like rotate between T.S. Madison, Nicole Byer, Lonnie Love, and Leslie Jones. Mm-hmm. I'm cool.
Did you want to add someone in that too?
Who else?
Did we say Taraji? I forgot.
I did not say Taraji, no.
Mm.
But sure, add Taraji. Why not?
I feel like I would want it to be, yeah.
Or if you have to do it 3, if you have to do 3, for me it would be T.S. Madison, Nicole Byer, and Lonnie Love. Because they kind of cover all different aspects of everything.
Yes.
And like Lonnie and Nicole very similarly, but they also do very different things.
And that was a literal rotation in season 13, so
yeah, that was literally the rotation of season 13. So like I'm cool. But yeah, I mean that's episode 1. Episode 2 is literally Snatch Game. Oh boy.
Which honestly, I don't really care whenever they put these what challenges come, because it doesn't fully matter to be fucking honest. Because Snatch Game could have technically been first, because you're gonna have the same amount of queens throughout this whole season.
Imagine episode 1 being like, oh, so for this week's Maxi Challenge, you're playing the Snatch Game, episode 1. Could you imagine? But we will talk about the Snatch Game in another episode, because this episode is already almost 2 hours. And to break the fourth wall, we're about to record our episode 2 episode literally right after this. So, woo! Yay! But
did I miss winner predictions? Did I miss winner predictions in my?
No.
Let's do winner predictions. Episode 1.
Okay, I'll start with you.
Okay, I think the top. Can I pick 3? I'm gonna pick a top 3.
Sure.
No, we'll do a top 4. Who do we think is going to be in the final lip sync?
Oh, in the top 4, sure.
So I think it's going to be Shea, of course. It's going to be Shea, right? And so Shea, Jinx, Monet. Who is in spot 4? So many of the spot 4 really could be anyone. I mean, obviously, but who will be my top 4? Monet. Wait, did I already say Monet?
yes.
Yeah.
Dang it.
There's Jada, Raja.
We'll go Raja. Raja. We'll do Raja.
Okay.
Those are my top 4.
Billy.
I am going to go with Jinx for sure, Shea for sure. I'm gonna say Raja, and I think Jada's gonna slide in.
Yeah, that is actually my top 4 right there, Billy.
I'm gonna go similar to Audrey. I'm gonna go Shea, Monet, Jinx, and I hate to say it, but I feel like they're gonna try to give this person a redemption arc with the and I'm gonna say Trinity. Like, I feel like I don't want it, but I feel like I can see it happening based on these first 2 episodes.
Could you imagine a final 2 again between Monet and Trinity? Like the ultimate, take it.
No.
Could you imagine?
Or
could you imagine?
Or
wait, no, of course they would pick, but then it would be like the ultimate, who should have, it would have been like that type thing.
It happens or if it's a top 4, we Shea and Trinity both lose again at the final at the lip sync for the crown in the first part.
That would be crazy too.
That would be nice.
I'm going to say, okay, my top 4 is going to be Shea, Monet, Jinx, shocker. My 4th, though I don't necessarily think this is the person I want to be in that top 4, but based on consistency from their previous season, I'm going to say Viv.
Okay, I like that.
Because Viv literally only faltered once on her season.
Yeah, that's fair.
Every other challenge, she excelled. So I think based on consistency, I'm going to say Viv for that 4th spot.
I love that.
But yes, so with that,
I just don't want. I will say, I like everyone else's ideas better than mine. I don't want mine to come true.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I don't want it to come true, but I just have a sneaking suspicion.
Literally putting Artie the bat energy already.
Not this.
You know what I'm talking about.
If that happens, you guys can beat. If that happens, you guys can beat me up in the final episode.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here because we have to go record another episode. So, follow, subscribe, like, follow all of these beautiful humans because they're all amazing.
Follow me at twitter.com/Trinity the Tux #1 trainee Stanny.
Gosh.
Anyway, I'm so happy that the four of us were together today.
I gotta go.
Let's get out of here. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well,
Cheers.
bye-bye now. So long,
Bye-bye.
farewell. Goodbye.
Purr.
Yes.
Yeah.